Hey guys, it's Sam. I just filmed an unboxing about this planner or these planners, and sometimes I just hate doing unboxings because I feel like my focus is not like on point because I'm like exploring new things and I feel like I didn't do the video justice. So now you don't have like my first reactions, except for I haven't used these planners yet, so you're still going to get my first reactions. I guess if you've been here anytime recently, you know that I've kind of this last quarter of the year really struggled. The beginning of the year I really struggled. I feel like I had things down towards like the middle of the year. Or maybe I'm just lying to myself, but I know that I like used a Hobonichi Weeks a good chunk. I used Pocket Plus rings a good chunk, and that's basically been like the extent of it, but I was never really completely happy with anything. And I know that I'm not the only one who is struggling with this, although I have had some comments saying that like the list of complaints that I have is endless. That was an actual comment, which isn't helpful because I know that I'm not the only one. And I also know that it's not that I can't find what I need. It's just that what I do need and what I have found are not matching up. And I know that this has a lot to do with overload, with as much as we have to offer, because back in high school, I didn't have any problem using my planner because it was the only planner there. But we have the options available to us now, and I just wanted to tweak. And so I've been tweaking along the last bit of this year, and I feel like I understand my needs better. I have a couple of planners that are almost perfect for me, and I think that I could kind of limp along with them. This I love so much, and this is the planner that I headed out the door for probably most days of the week right now. And it's because it's so very portable, and I love the Moleskine paper so much. It's like butter, but it does have cons. I don't like the split Saturday, Sunday. There are literally no pages in the back here. And the monthlies, which are important to me, this does not work. I bought a larger one as well for next year, but I don't think that's going to be it either. The Hobonichi Weeks, I was very unhappy with the colors this year, and I just feel like this is a waste of space. And the notes pages in the back don't like... There are too many of them in the Hobonichi Mega Weeks, and there are not enough of them in the regular weeks. And so I know that it seems kind of silly that I'm not as inspired to use the pages when they're just completely blank, but that's just how I feel. Rings, I love to customize a planner, but I don't like popping the pages in and out. Does that mean I'm never going back to rings? Absolutely not, because I know I will. But right now I'm finding if I go through my ring planner, like the amount of pages that I have in there to make a planner, and the sections that I'm using and the times that I actually like pull those pages out to use them are not like the amount of pages versus the amount of pages that I actually use. It doesn't make sense. So I saw that AuraEstelle and Annie Plans had a collab that they were doing to make a planner, and of all the ones that have been like dupes and such this year, this is the one that I thought would work the most. And I thought I was going to go insane waiting. It took a while to ship, and then the shipping itself from Canada took forever, it seemed. And I think that that was mostly because we're all used to like Amazon fast shipping. It wasn't in the United States, and also I was just like itching to try something that I thought would work better, so it just kind of made it really difficult. But this is a new week's dupe. This is from Annie Plans and AuraEstelle, like I said. Size-wise, it's very, very on par with just a regular week's, just a smidge taller, and just a smidge wider. In the other video that I did, I tried it out with the clear cover for the Hobonichi Weeks just to keep this a shorter video going. Or at this time, it does fit. if you didn't want to keep it just like this. So if it fits in this, it's going to fit in all of the leather planners. It does come split into 2 books, which is both a pro and a con. Not having to carry around the entire year. Like very, very rarely do I use like way into the planner or whatever. I always have Post-its on me. If I had to have an appointment, I could have like a little Post-it note telling me what appointments I have made further down the line for the year, or to write one down to put in the second part of my planner. A lot of people would probably also choose to carry these together, and that's great, but it's not me. So volume 1 and volume 2, December through June and July through December. I have not written in this yet. I've just kind of been like letting my mind ruminate. This is Tomoe River paper. It's 52 GSM. It's not the same exact Tomoe River paper that the Weeks or the Hobonichi planners have. It seems to me less slick than that, which is going to be a bonus for me. But this planner, I think, just might tick off almost all the boxes enough that I think that this might be the one. I love how clean it is. I love that it has the white paper as opposed to that yellowish cream paper of the Hobonichi Weeks. And I feel like it's just so much more neutral. Even with the New English version of the Hobonichi Weeks, it's just so much more neutral even than that. These 2 pages, blank, you can do whatever you want. I am either going to disassemble Hobonichi Weeks just for these 2 pages, which I don't know if I have the guts to do it or not. I'm either going to take these 2 pages out of a Hobonichi Weeks that I'm not using, or I'm going to print out something. This is where I track my cycle and intimacy and all of that. So I need that page. That's like on my must-have list. Since I don't have this, and I probably don't want to draw it because I'll hate the way it looks, I will paste something in to make that tracker for myself. I absolutely love this clean monthly view, and I know that this might be a con for some people, but for me, angels are singing, because a Sunday start on a monthly is something that I always choose if given a choice. When I print my printables for my ring planners, I always choose Sunday start for the monthly, Monday start for the weekly. That's just the way I was taught, the way I was raised, the way I learned. With the other planners that have been around that have a Monday start with calendar, I'm constantly putting things on the wrong dates for appointments. I know that a lot of people don't like a split weekend, but I don't look at weekends the way a lot of people do. Friday and Saturday is a weekend to me, and Sunday is the first day of the week. So this is perfection to me. The calendar itself, just look how much cleaner that looks. Like, I know that Hobonichi did a good job of making this English version, but just look at that. It's just, there's no color. It's just ready for you to decorate and make whatever you want. In addition to that, I would say that let me see, is this grid? There's very faint grid. No, it's not grid, is it? No. Okay, so there is no grid, which I think a lot of people will also love. And I don't mind if a monthly planner doesn't have the grid. I did like it with the Hobonichi, but when I made like my pocket ring planner, I chose a non-grid or lined monthly overview, so it doesn't bother me enough to care. The thing I do like about this one also, besides just that it's so bright and clean looking, is that the boxes themselves are, let me see if I can get this right. I'm gonna have to turn it upside down. So the boxes themselves are just a smidgen wider and not as tall as the Hobonichi Weeks, which just makes it have a square feel to it instead of the rectangle, and I like that better personally. So these are small things, but to me they make a huge difference. And then we come to the like weekly view. Let me see if I can find something here, because this is getting in the way. Let me just grab a piece of paper. Because of this monthly view in front of it and this paper being thinner, it just makes it a little harder to see. So this is the layout that they went with, which I really do like. And some of the other dupes that are out there, I need a little tiny section to put like high level stuff for the week. So this, I can put anything that has to get done this week up here, or you could put a quote, or you could put a sticker, or you could do whatever you want. But I like that every single day of the week has equal spacing. For me personally, in the way I plan, I don't need a huge amount of space in my weekly view, but I need a weekly view. So ideally, and this isn't how I've been using the Hobonichi weeks, but I haven't had really an option. So anything that has to happen on a specific day, timed events, this is what I would like to put here. I like to see it all at a glance and see what my week has ahead. For the Hobonichi weeks, of course, you have all this space right here on this side, but to get like a daily, you need to turn to the back. And I'm just like, okay, where are we going? And I worry about, okay, do I section off part of this for diary and part of this for to-do lists and part of this for, and then I just get myself into like a paralysis situation where I just end up not using it because I don't know what to use where. And it's not helpful. So I section off my Hobonichi weeks into like a little grid because that's where I'm putting things that are happening on specific days. And then I use this little space for anything else that happened that day, and then maybe a little memory or whatever. So the problem is if I have like larger ephemera or a photo or whatever, I feel like I don't have enough space and that this can get a little crowded. And then what's more, the things that I have used for the extra stuff in the back here, I rarely come back and use that. And that's the same with my ring planners. So for this, I get my monthly view, which is important to me. I get my weekly view, which is important to me. And then I get dailies, which this could be so many things. Having just this whole page to be able to, I mean, it could be something different every single day that you use it. Monday I could have an event and I could journal and have a photo or a sticker or a ticket or whatever. And then on Tuesday, it's a really, really busy day and we're shopping and it's a shopping list with a little note here. Put a little sticker, put just a sticker, put absolutely nothing because maybe Wednesday was a bad day and I don't want to think about it. So I just don't put anything here. But it's like, every single day you have the chance to completely change what this planner is. And I think that that is like beautiful and free feeling, to know that every page, except for just a few in the back, are accounted for. And the few collections that really do mean something to me can go in these pages. And so that's how it goes. The months, the month. So a month, the week, then 7 days, all the same space, all through the 7 days, and then it starts again, a week, and then all of your dailies until you get to the next month, and then the next calendar is going to be there for you. And this is how the planner goes, and I love it. It's beautiful, it's clean. The thing that's going to take some getting used to for me is that I am just not used to the monthlies being spread out. That's how it used to be ages ago, but I'm just used to all of the months being together. So I might have to turn to tabs to make that easier to navigate, but we'll see. So then in the back of the book, you have minimal 1, 2, 3, 4 pages to write whatever on. But like literally, this is so much space. Unless you're a very heavy journaler, and if you are, you probably journal somewhere besides your planner. Notes from a phone call. I mean, I just am so excited about this planner. And the thing that's going to take some time to get used to, the monthlies being spread out and 2 books. But like I said, I don't have enough going on in my life that I think that that's going to be a huge problem. It's just 2 books to store together, side by side on a shelf at the end of the year. Not a big deal. Plus those of you who like to chunk up a planner, it gives you more space. So this is basically the same size as a regular week's, but you get more than a mega in the pages that are usable. And if you want to chunk this sucker up, you have all of the room that you need to do that. I am so excited about this planner. A little shading to help you navigate to a month. I thought that this was going to be slightly bigger grids. I didn't understand like what some of this stuff meant on the website, where it said like 1.5. I guess it just meant the grids line up so that you can use like Erin Condren or whatever. Which, you know, I don't know anything about that, but I just love. And I think that it's important for those of you who do like your weekends together. You do get that in the weekly, the parallel weekend boxes, connected for weekend plans. I can't tell you how excited I am about this. As unexcited as I have been about the weeks this year, and it was like the first thing was there was no planner cover that like spoke to me in a way that I felt like I was like just getting like my exact vibe. Like I really like this Mon Uncle one, but it still wasn't like 100% me, but it was nice and neutral. But I hated all the colors. I thought it looked like Easter exploded all over the place, and it just left me uninspired. Small, tiny detail. I love that it doesn't have any of these to rip out of the planner. I love it. I love it. So I ordered this, but I was afraid that it wouldn't work. So I also ordered the A6. And I like the idea of like bouncing, but I also think that this is going to be exactly what I need. So I'm still happy to have it. And I still have A6 covers. So if I decide I get bored and want to hop away from this, then I know I can come back to this. But it's similar. You have the same calendar up front, the 2 pages, and then you go straight to your monthlies. A6 is a beautiful size that I love, and this layout is different. So you have the calendar up here, and you have all of this space that you can put your running task list, and then you have space, even space again, love that, for each day of the week, and then you have 3 pages. So this is just one book. The whole calendar year is in one spot. I will find a way to use this. I just know I will. This might be very helpful for budgeting, noting things like expenses, because I really need to buckle down and be an adult about taxes instead of just like trying to drum up receipts at the last second right before I file. So this one is the same, that it goes the week, and then you get the 3 pages between every week, and then you go into your next week, and the same goes on and on until you get to the next month. So this is super slim, super portable, lots of places to note things, and then again you have a couple of pages in the back. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4. What is this? Had more than I thought. Oh, because you have the 1, 2, 3 pages that you would normally have for every week, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. That, yeah, 4. So you have the same as the other one. And then of course you have the little guide to show you like how to use these planners. This one is called the Dated Classic Notebook Weeks, and this one is called the A6 Dated Classic Catch-All Planner. And I think they're both solid planners. I love how they give you kind of an idea of how to use these. So yeah, I mean, time will tell how well they like hold up or whatever, but they seem to be great quality. I think I'm most excited that I have found a planner that I think is going to work really well for me for the year. that I'm still going to be able to use the covers that I've invested in, because that's like always a thing, you know. I invest in the covers and then the weeks annoys me, and then I move on to something else and I feel like I need to sell something so that I can make the money to buy the next, you know, hopeful answer to my problems. As of right now, December, what is this, 12th? December 12th, these are still in stock on the AuraEstelle website. If you would like to get one, I would probably get one now. I'm really bummed that I haven't seen much. I mean, I like looked at the hashtag and I found like practically nothing. YouTube searched the planners and all I saw was the brief ones from the company, from AuraEstelle. And I was like, is nobody loving this planner? Like, this is just perfect. I think that this is going to be the one. I am so much more excited about using this than I have been excited about a planner in quite a while. And I think that it's gonna just be great. I will update here. I don't want to write in it because I just wanted it to be about like the thoughts that I had about it and how I thought that this was going to work for me and why. But I want to like do some back planning because this did start the end of November going in the first week of December, so I'll be able to back plan. I like that I have that option, even though it's not usually my thing to start a planner before the calendar year begins. Obviously, I've never used this before, so I'm going to use that time to back plan and kind of figure out my system. So hopefully I'll be sharing soon on Instagram. I'm just at the point where I can't get daylight to save my life. I've been sharing photos from my car because I get up when it's really dark outside and I work all day and I can't use my phone at my work, and then I leave work and it's dark again. Also, I will mention that thank you so much for your comments. 99% of them have been positive about my little planner crisis that I've been in again. And I appreciate it because it helps me when I know that it's not just me. I try my best to keep up with comments because I think it's respectful, because it's a conversation, and if you took the time to leave a comment, I want to take the time to leave a comment back, even if it's not as long as you did, because I'm going through. It makes me feel really guilty that I haven't been getting to comments, but I just literally have not had the time. I'm not on my phone. I don't get a lot of downtime during the day to do that kind of thing, and then, you know, it's just go, go, go when I get home from work. So I will get caught up. I'll get to you. But thank you so much for your comments. Since I kind of killed the whole unboxing part of the video and refilmed, these do come in some lovely boxes. They were packaged nicely, well protected. This one slides in like this. So that's how they come. I also got some stickers with my order. Although I was very impatient for this, it was a lovely order. So please let me know what you think about this in the comments below. I always do love hearing from you guys. And thanks so much for watching. I hope that you found this useful. Let me know, is this something that you would be interested in? Why is nobody using this planner? I'd like to talk about that in the comments below. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you again soon. Bye, guys.